I'm not sure if you can see his little spots or not, but I'm trying. I was trying to do a silent video, but of course, I have to explain myself. It's my, well, he looks to be a red Dalmatian liver-tailed Molly, but, or an orange. They said it was a creamsicle, but that's a creamsicle right there. See them together? Yeah, I suppose it could be, but, I had a male creamsicle, didn't look anything like him. I'm thinking about getting my Neon Blue Dwarf Gourami a girlfriend. But if I did, I don't think his bubble nests would last in this tank, because my mollies would probably eat it. But if I did breed him, I suppose I could do it in the 10-gallon. But then once the babies hatch, they would have to come back over here, because they need a lot more room than that. And he's not hitting on all the girls on tape this time, like he was on the last video. He got his kicks in already, I guess. We're still waiting on that one right there to give birth, but I don't think she's ready yet. Not anywhere near this one up here. Hello, car. In case anybody's wondering what that sound is, it's a car. But, yeah, she's getting ready to give birth, and you can probably tell by looking at her. I'm hoping tonight. This one was originally in there because she was aggressive, but she's behaving now for some reason, and I'm keeping a really close eye on her. So I put her up there, and she's doing better in there than she was. The first time I put her in there, she freaked out, so I let her out. I added in a couple of plants, and she likes it a whole lot more, but I don't like keeping them in there very long, so she won't be in there too much longer, regardless of whether or not she wants to give birth. But she looks like she's trying to. Well, I had something to say on that and I can't remember. Yeah, I lost my train of thought, guys. Sorry. Haha. She still doesn't like it very much. Oh yeah, I don't like keeping them in there for more than 5 or 6 hours at the most, and usually I do it at night though. But she looked like she was trying to give birth down here in the plant. I have that really strange leaf floating, because I heard if I have it in the gravel, buried in the gravel, it actually will hurt the plant, and it already's starting to look better. I do have to clip off that yellow leaf over there. But all the other fish were picking on her, and she couldn't give birth in peace, so I moved her. And she doesn't seem to mind this time. In fact, she looks more like she appreciates it. Because there's a lot of cars and thunder going around in there. And that one has a problem with my gourami, and I don't know why. She just wants to pick on him for absolutely no reason. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, too. He had made a bubble nest earlier. I was wondering where the bubbles came from. I was like, what's with the bubbles when I went to feed them? And the entire top half over here was covered in bubbles and had some plant matter in it and all that, but there's no girls in here, so I don't know if they do that anyways, or if he thinks there's a girl in here for him. I'm not sure. There he is. I want to get him a girlfriend, but I don't think the eggs would survive if I did, so that would be kind of cruel. But I might later let him have a girlfriend. When I get a bigger tank, I'll move the mollies to the bigger tank, and then they could have this one for breeding in every once in a while. But for the most part, I want this for a plotty tank, and the mollies are going to get like a 55-gallon tank. And I've got a 10-gallon way over there. It's my nursery. I'll show you the nursery if I have time on here. I changed the lights out so it looks a bit different. I also just changed some of the water so it's still a little bit, there's still some sand that got disturbed and is poofing around. There's my giant snail and his buddies. I have a white snail. I actually have a couple white snails in there. I thought that was interesting, but I don't think those are them. Those two were initially riding on his back. That was cool. And here's my molly fry. I have 2 red bloody fry in there too, but the rest of them are all mollies. All different ages. And that one's my favorite from the, I think it was my gold molly, gave birth to him. And most of her babies end up looking like that little orange one over there, or where's the older one? I'll show you that one. It's usually what they grow up looking like. But some came out lighter colored and spotted, which is pretty cool. There's also some black molly babies in here, but I think the dad was actually my silver Laratel. This little white one here, and there's one other. They were born in my adult tank, and I have no idea who the mother is. It's either a Dalmatian or my silver female. Since they were born in the adult tank, and I didn't know one of the females was pregnant, I only got 2. There's the other one, and it's actually getting speckled. No, wait, that might not be it. That's a black molly. But see, some of them are lighter. That's why I think Dad was the silver Laratel. I also have a couple in there that are pinkish, and they came from my balloon molly. That little tiny one up at the top, going around in the bubbles. They're all making bubbles. There's the 2 white ones. He's moving pretty quick for a snail, isn't he? There's my nest of Kuhlis, or Kuhlis. I do have 2 Kuhlis in there too. They're all hanging out in the same place. They like the cave. The problem is they spin around so much and they make all this dust kick up. This sand, I should say. If anybody has a tip on how to keep that from happening, that would be lovely. But I can't have gravel in this tank with these guys. Or my Kuhlis, because it'll hurt their little, what is it, barbels? Their little whiskers and their tummies and all that. There's my Kuhlis. Saying hi. If I push this open, make noise and then close it, a lot of the babies will actually come out and say hi. There's one of my platties.